Hello, everyone. This is Kevin with Complete Weddings and Events. Hope you're having a great day today, and this finds you super encouraged as you plan for your special day. It's going to be the second in a series of informational topics that we're talking about with the overall view of how to enjoy your wedding planning without stress and without exceeding your budget. Definitely something that I'm hoping catches your eye as you think about planning for your day. We are in a very unique position to help you, and that from the bottom of our foundation, what we strive to do is help with the planning so it's not overwhelming so that you can enjoy it as well as stay within your budget. We know that to have this special event, something probably the biggest party you'll probably ever throw in your lifetime, or one of the biggest. There's all kinds of details, and a lot of those things cost money. Complete is in a unique position to help you with that by providing multiple services under one roof with a focus on you and your story. Several years ago, as I'd mentioned previously, my daughter was married, and she just celebrated her third anniversary. And yes, we actually have a grandchild now, so that's super exciting. But we had to go through that whole process that in your midst of. And yes, I'm a business owner on the providing side, but I've had a unique opportunity as the father of the bride to walk through that and the lessons I'd learned in the industry, from booking a venue to a caterer to a cake person to an officiant to floral. I mean, all those things add up, right? And Complete, as a reminder, we offer multiple services for those special events, including photo, video, DJ, photo booth, lighting, and coordination or planning services. Now, if you can imagine having one company that can provide all of that, instead of 6 different people, different processes, you have one. And I have an amazing team that I introduced last week, Jeremy, Shelby, and Stephen, who are all focused on making sure that your dreams and desires come true. So without further ado, I want to progress to our next topic, and that is, and as a review, these are the different topics that we're going to be covered. Last week, we talked about that number one, enjoying your planning and without stress and without exceeding your budget. This week, we're going to address how do I know if the DJ will be professional but fun and work with any crowd when you can't always meet them first, which is an amazing question. I love this one that one of our brides had submitted. So I wanted to talk a little bit about we understand the nervousness of and the importance of the DJ at your event. All of us have been to weddings, and me included, where the DJ might have a nice looking setup, right? But he's not super engaged. He's maybe even just hitting play, and he's not, might not even be that excited to be there, right? Could be a family friend, or it could be a professional that was recommended. The DJ has the most direct impact on the success of your event, and I think you would agree with that. So with that in mind, we take it very, 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 very serious on how well our DJs are prepared, but the kind of people that they are. We go so far as we actually have a young man on our team, Stephen Perry, whose sole responsibility, and he gets paid full-time job for this, is to make sure that our DJs are the kind of people that we want to be representing us, but also they have the skills and the desires to learn those skills to do that. So Stephen tirelessly pursues and develops these young men and women so that they can help you have the amazing party of your dreams, right? I know that many of our clients are like, well, I really want to talk to my DJ, and we want to do that. We want to set you up. We want to connect you with them. we have a unique challenge that we have so many DJs, right? It's not Stephen or myself that are actually going to be serving at the event. But you can go on our website and you can see profiles of each of our DJs, a photo, a little bio. It kind of talks about their background, and as well as like some questions and answers, to even some reviews from brides that have experienced them. Highly encourage that, as well as on a lot of our social media outlets, from Wedding Wire, Facebook, The Knot, Google. There's all kinds of reviews that I would love for you to check out as well. One thing that we are in the midst of adding is a video profile for each one of our DJs that highlights a little bit of them at an event. It's really unique for us in that we don't want to break any laws, copyright laws, streaming laws, where if we capture a DJ at an event and there's music in the background, let's just say Billie Jean, right, Michael Jackson, we actually have to purchase the rights to stream that audio, or we get an infringement violation and a serious penalty by doing that. So we've strived not to really stay within the lines of the law and not infringe on those kinds of things. And so we're in the midst of creating some short videos of DJs at events, maybe with their own audio, right, and music in the background that we have the rights to play, so that you can kind of see them in action, right? But nothing's going to be a substitute for talking with them and learning their personality, which we would be happy to do at any point, right? All that to say, every one of our DJs is not only the right, has the right skill set, they're the right kind of people. So last time we talked about the end goal for us, and that is a raving fan, right? And so we want to make sure that each one of our DJs not only has a great personality, but also has the skills and the microphone voice and all these things. But their greatest desire is to create a raving fan in you, the client. And so we spend a lot of time and a lot of thought goes into the kind of person that is going to be able to do that, right? You've all experienced this as well as I, where you're at a restaurant and you're just blown away with the attention to detail that your server gets you. You know, and that doesn't mean you're in a really fancy restaurant. It can be at a barbecue place, right? And they're just focused on you, and that just means a lot, right? They know when to come, but not too frequently, but not too far apart, right? And they're just paying attention if you need water or any drink. We have that same desire with our DJ staff, and that's a unique kind of person. I often will be talking with our DJs, especially when they're like onboarding with us, and we'll talk a lot about like a service orientation. A service orientation is something that typically somebody has or they don't have. You know, that innate desire to just want to be of service to someone is not something that is typically trained. Somebody has that or they don't. And so those are the kind of people that we strive to work with and add to our team on the DJ side. Yes, they need to have a love for music, right? Yes, they need to be confident enough to be on a microphone in front of a few hundred people. But the core desire for us is that they understand that service orientation, right? Because that's the representation of what the brand of Complete is a company that cares enough to go over and above in service orientation, right? Not an easy job. We get that. That's why we spend so much time onboarding our new staff. It's a very structured process where they will meet in our office with our DJ manager, with Steven. They will go through and understand the process and the flow of a wedding. They will get their hands on the equipment that we own, that they use at events, so that they have a very good understanding of what that looks like. They'll practice putting it in their vehicle, unloading it from their vehicle, setting up a point where they have to demonstrate to us they understand that, how the microphones work, on and on and on, right? And so they do all of that before they ever step at an event. And when they do, they're an assistant at an event with a veteran DJ, and they're never in a place where they're going to distract the DJ from serving, but they're at a place where they can practice what they're going to do on their own. And what we've found over that 6 to 8 step process is that it's very revealing if they're serious about learning the skill. The first time that when you were young, riding your bicycle with your parents, right? There was a process, right? They were holding on and they were guiding you, and then they were holding onto the seat and letting you pedal and feeling like you were in control, but you weren't, right? To where you eventually felt that momentum and you were on your own, right? It's that same process that we take with our DJs, so that they can be encouraged through that we can see if they're working on their own to develop that. So by the time they get to an event and they are on their own, they are serving as a raving fan. They understand what the needs of the client are. They understand the importance of that being early and set up, and overall process of all the systems that we use, right? So I want you to rest assured, our DJs have exposure to all the different kinds of genres. They are going to play music that you want to hear, not what they prescribe, right? You might have a lot of DJs that you may talk to, and in the process of learning how to, do I want to choose them or someone else? And they'll, hey man, just trust me, I got this, right? Well, we feel that same way, but we're going to give you some great resources that I'm going to talk about here that help you articulate to us how to best prepare for your event. We use what's called the online event manager. It's called My Event Manager. It allows you to go in and fill out a questionnaire prior to your event that articulates all the different kinds of details, from who your photographer is to when you're planning on arriving, to playlist builders, to not playlists, to must playlists, to one of our favorite things, icebreakers, different kinds of dances, songs that get people moving on the dance floor, right? How you want to be introduced. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. This forum is huge for our DJs to fully prepare well. And so I want you to remember this when you are preparing for the event. And you hear my dog. Come here. Yeah. So here's Blaze. You want to say hey? You want to say hi, Blaze? You gonna bark for me? So it's not a full day until your puppy with you, right? So yes, I am actually working from home today. And this is Blaze. He's a Yorkshire Terrier, about 2, and he has a vicious bark. So let me let you down. Okay, stop barking. So, this event manager is a huge tool to help you prepare in a way and communicate. And so our DJs all have access to that form. They will review that before they actually reach out and talk to you. We typically say that that's about 30 days, 4 weeks before your event. But if you'd like to connect earlier, you let our office know. We typically schedule our DJs about 8 weeks prior to the event, unless there's a previous request. Some of our DJs have limited availability, and so you need to check in with our office and see who they are and what that looks like. But again, our greatest desire is to be a resource and fully engaged and prepared for your event. That's one of the biggest things that you can do, is to tell us what your desires are, or what kind of questions you have. You might be looking for that special song that you want to walk down the aisle to, man, do you have any great suggestions for the father-daughter dance, or the mother-son dance, or the specific dances you might really not quite sure what to play. We can help you with that. If you're have different genres of music, that if you're from a Hispanic background, or you have just some wild and crazy questions, we're there for you. We have a humongous library and access to music. The music that we have is all licensed and radio edit. What we mean by that is very family-friendly lyrics. Some of the new age music out there. It's got some rough language in it. People love the beats. And so we actually have a program and a license to music where they give it to us edited. So it's got all that popular beat, but it's not going to need the language. So we're known for that, and we'll be asking about that. We will ask you if you want us to take requests. If you want us to take us requests from everyone except for Uncle Kevin, those kinds of things. So again, we spent a lot of time reviewing that. And even if, say you're just not quite sure, you see our list of 20 DJs or 15 DJs, and you're still not sure, fill out your form. Let us know the kind of person you're looking for. And Stephen will match you with who we feel is best for that based on their availability, based on the venue, to help us serve you best, right? And so, and I've automatically just covered a lot of these bullet points from our training processes and systems to our website resource, which is an amazing DJ page at CompleteWeDo.com Austin. You can go check out that. To this event manager, which is a wonderful resource for you as you're thinking about that, to our scheduling protocols. And then I also, as a high level, raving fans, I don't want you to forget about what that means to us, right? We talked about this earlier. We are not perfect. There are errors made, right? But I will tell you this, we go above and beyond to prevent those kinds of things happening. And when they do, we are going to stand behind the product and the service that we're selling, right? I want you to hear that from the top. Me, Kevin, I'm the owner of Complete, that we strive to provide an amazing experience for you, something really unique and good, and develop a relationship with you. We know that we're invited into this special day, right, in the inner circle, and in so many ways. And so we want to be there for you. We are always there for you. If you're ever feeling like you're not have enough information after you've chosen us and after we've have you on our system, if you're ever feeling like you have questions, you need to call us at this number on the page here, 512-458-3535. I have a full-time staff, Shelby and Stephen are there every day, me as well most days, that to answer any kinds of those questions, right? So without further ado, I really appreciate you taking the time to review this. Again, my name is Kevin with Complete Weddings and Events. We provide photo, video, DJ, photo booth lighting, coordination services throughout Central and South Texas, including Austin, San Antonio, Waco, Houston, College Station, and all the surrounding areas. We have relationships with venues across all of those areas, and we're super excited to connect with you and serve you. Give us a call at our office if you have any questions at all on our services, and we look forward to talking to you next time when we review our next topic, which is for the photographer and videographer. Are you able to document and record the wedding accurately, subtly, and blend into the background in order to let the event be an event and not have only a memory, but the photography and the videography? It's a great question that was submitted by one of our clients, and I'm super excited to talk with you next time on that. Okay. You have a great day, and Blaze says hello, and there you go.